rat has been released. The rat cyborg has been activated. Get the next one ready.
Hi guys, welcome to my video and my YouTube channel. Today we're going to talk about some very exciting things like where is the Adventures of Gorm and what I have been doing for the last 7 or 8 months. So sit back, grab a cup of coffee and some popcorn and let's begin. So what you just watched in the intro sequence was the announcement trailer for my new upcoming game Cyber Rats, which you can also go and wishlist on Steam right now, so I have a better chance of getting a good launch once I release the game 6 or 7 months from now. But I won't talk too much about Cyber Rats in this video. I will do that in the next video. This is an update on the channel and on what's going on in my life right now. But the real question is, where is the Adventures of Gorm? Where is Gorm? And where is his trusty companion Oink? As I kept working on the Adventures of Gorm, the project just got bigger and bigger and more ambitious. But the game is built on a bad foundation to begin with, so every time I was adding any new features, it just got more and more unstable in all the systems. And the whole player character, Gorm, is just a complete spaghetti mess, right? It's a complete nightmare to work with right now. Which means that if I had to get any chance on working and completing this game at some point, I would have to redo a shit ton of systems in the game, including the main character. And if I start pulling out all the plugs on the main character, the whole game will be completely broken and I would have to do a shit ton of other systems because everything is feeding into the player character. And I mean, I started working on the Adventures of Gorm 9 years ago, right? That's a super long time. And I've been building this game by watching a shit ton of tutorials on YouTube. So I was just slapping everything together on top of each other, and now the whole project is just about to explode, which kind of led me to the conclusion that I needed to stop the project right now. I need to get away from it and then come back to it later. So I gave myself 1 year to try and finish another game, a smaller game that I could actually complete and release at some point. So I put the project to the side and started to think about what other game could I make that was a small game, which also would be a game that was worth playing, right? I'm not going to do super short games and then release 4 games in a year. And then sell nothing, right? I wanted to make a really good game that was worth playing, that was fun, that was scary, that was actually put some effort into also. So I came up with the idea for a game called Lab Rats, where you are a lab rat in a deadly maze, right? It's basically a super advanced version of Pac-Man, but I will talk more about that in the next video. And guys, just to be clear here, the Adventures of Gorm is not over. I really want to make the Adventures of Gorm. The time is just not now. I need to do something else before I pick it up again. I made a deal with myself. I needed to complete a game and I'm not going to spend more than 1 year on it. After 1 year, the game should be released. I am at the half mark right now. Everything you see in this video from CyberRats is what I have been doing for the last 6 months. And the reason why I haven't been able to show you anything of the game before now is because I needed to get the Steam page up and running. I needed to get a good trailer, good images, set up the whole Steam page before I could show anything. I wouldn't want to show people the game and then they have no place to go to wishlist it or to buy it, right? So I didn't want to lose any gamers, you know, so I was holding everything back, hoping that this new trailer would kind of get people into the game. So please guys, share the trailer everywhere you can. I spent a lot of time on it and I think it's super awesome. I have been working on the game as much as I can in my spare time for the last 6 months, while I was working full-time on Deep Rock Galactic also. And working on your own game in your spare time while working a full-time job the whole day is extremely challenging. You only have the weekends and a few hours throughout the week, right? And if you have a family and kids like I do, you have even less time to work on your own game. So guys, I quit my job at Ghost Ship Games to get time to work on my own game, CyberRats. I created a new game studio called Outpost Games, which is basically just me, a solo developer, trying to make games. And if CyberRats earns enough money when I release it, I will hopefully be able to make more games, right? More smaller games, and in the end, hopefully be able to complete the Adventures of Gorm. That is the main goal, right? But I have to do all these side quests before I can get strong enough for the main quest, right? And guys, I'm kind of relying on you, right? You need to help me with this project. You need to go into Steam and wishlist CyberRats so we can get the ball rolling, right? We have one chance, guys, and that is now. So there you have it, guys. That is the reason why nothing is happening on my YouTube channel right now, or have for the last 6 months, except for that ultimate dungeon tutorial, which actually spawned while I was starting on making the maze system for CyberRats. And everything you learn in that ultimate dungeon tutorial on YouTube is the exact same thing that I'm using for CyberRats. It's the same system. I made the tutorial based on the system I made for CyberRats. So go also check out the tutorial and learn how to make the ultimate procedurally generated dungeon. And also, if you want to learn how to animate like a pro, you can also follow this spider walk cycle tutorial on YouTube. Links to everything is in the description below. So what's next for this channel, you might ask? And the answer is, now that CyberRats is finally out in the open, I can start talking about it and I can start making videos about it. Devlogs like I did with the Adventures of Gorm. And I'm also thinking about making more tutorials like the dungeon tutorial. I'm learning a shit ton of stuff working on CyberRats, so I might as well try and make some of these features into tutorials. So in long and short, this YouTube channel will hopefully start working as normal again very soon, and you will start seeing a lot more content from me. And as for CyberRats, which I have worked on for 6 months now, it's in a really good state. I have all the big systems in place, just except for the save system, right? The goddamn save system. Why do we need to do all this nonsense? But you need a save system. And the goal for CyberRats right now is to try and make a really good demo. Not necessarily a demo for everybody, but a demo, you know, for content creators, streamers, YouTubers, and maybe everyone on Discord. I'm not sure about that, but I need to get some feedback on the game, and I need to get exposure on the game, and I will do that hopefully with a demo that YouTubers and streamers hopefully are going to play, and we can get some more people onto the Steam page and the wishlist and all that stuff. But that's it for today, guys. This is the channel update. Now you're hearing from me again. and I can't wait to make some more videos for all of you. So have a nice day and see you next time.
Unlocked.